Hello and welcome back to another Saving Your Disaster campaign. My name is Syken and today we're going to try to save an unsavable campaign on Legendary Iron Man difficulty, and we got a doozy at our hands. So the person that sent in this campaign is an experienced player who's trying Legendary Iron Man difficulty for the first time, and it shows there are a couple of mistakes in the save game. However, this here actually is a non-savable campaign, so I pondered quite a long time how to deal with it. And what I mean with it is actually not an unsavable campaign. Is he has maneuvered himself into a direction where there are only 2 days on the doom clock, and there is absolutely no resource that I could pull in order to save the game. There's nothing that I can invade, not even a super hard mission. Nothing. The person has just maneuvered himself into a corner, which kind of brings me to first a lesson, because whenever we're starting those campaigns, I wanted to kind of give you the idea of how to prevent that situation in the first place. And then secondly, I'll do something that I have not done before in the Saving Your Disaster campaigns. I will actually cheat. Not a lot, but I will admit it. We will take one blip off of the fortress, so off of the avatar progress. That is the only way to even play the save game. There's either that or no Saving Your Disaster campaign, because I cannot save a disaster campaign. No one can. That is de facto already lost. I need to have at least something that I can do. So on the kind of brink of it, it doesn't look too bad, but let's directly jump into the geoscape so I can show you how bad it really looks. We're at 2.5 days, and overall he did start apparently in North America, and then essentially seemed to have lost even North America. Moved his way all the way through South America, even has great resolve, which is cool, that's a good bonus, and tried to make his way into Oceania, in this case Australia. Problem is, as you can see, the Avatar project has ticked up massively, and on top of it he's currently trying to go for that 2-dot facility here. Not that it will change a lot. Now, let's talk about how to prevent that situation and why this is actually an unsavable campaign, because let's talk about the Avatar project and how you need to handle it. So the way that XCOM works is there are basically a few resources in order to keep the Avatar project at bay. Number one is what the producer of the save game was trying to do, which is essentially trying to invade facilities. That's all fine and good, but how do you do that if you do not have a direct connection to them? Well, the answer to that is, great that you've asked, the answer to that is you're trying to get facility leads. Facility leads allow you to invade different XCOM facilities or Avatar facilities without having a direct connection. If you look at the overall geoscape here, you will see all of them are locked, meaning he does not have a facility lead. I've also checked the inventory, no facility lead there. Now, here are a couple of nuggets of information. The game actually does not want you to lose, so it will do everything in its power to offer you at least one way out. But you gotta be smart enough to see that and actually work on it. So facility leads can either come from the geoscape, or they can come via the resistance ring, which, if you look down here, big fat, there is the facility lead, 9 days. If you put two soldiers with a bond on it, it's even 8 days. Mind you, we're in deep October, so that is not the first time that he has received a facility lead as an offer. He just ignored them and instead went for the greedy play of recruiting more scientists, because what he wants to do is he wants to research the plasma rifle and potentially go for plasma weapons. Now, facility leads can come in the resistance ring, facility leads can come from the strategic layers, facility leads can even come as loot or as hacks from the terminals. Now, what else can we do in order to reduce the Avatar progress? We could go along the golden path. The problem is he stopped, potentially again, because he messed up the research path and then wanted to go for plasma rifles. He essentially stopped at an important point. He got the codex, so apparently the skulljacking worked, but instead of following up on the study, he just left the shadow chamber sitting there. Also, he got the black site vial, but he never did that. So kind of the cumbersome follow-up research of the codex brain and the black site vial, both which take 8 days, he never did that. He instead wanted to go for the plasma rifles. And I mean, look at the research here. It's halfway done, so that is 12 days of research. Had he used those 12 days to either go and do the resistance operation or research the shadow chamber, he could have already started a follow-up operations after the black site vial. You usually get the follow-up operations to get the suit. So long story short, second big option to manage the Avatar project is actually to manage the Golden Path missions, and that also hasn't worked. So no Avatar facilities, no Golden Path missions, which sort of only leads the third area, which is covered ops missions and resistance orders. If you look at it throughout the covered ops missions, there is no reduced Avatar progress, so that is unfortunate. Maybe he has done that in the last month, maybe he has completely ignored it, who knows. But the fact that there are two Part 2 missions for the Hunter here and the Warlock here kind of tells me that he didn't upgrade the other factions. With another faction, you typically get access to other resistance orders, specifically the skirmishers, with a resistance order that always decreases one blip from the Avatar progress, or with a resistance order that from the Reapers that allows you to immediately make contact to a new region. All of those could have helped his problem. So if you find yourself in that situation, remember the really core concepts. You either want to follow the Golden Path, so skulljacking, going into the black site vial, getting the codex done, researching, essentially doing the whole shadow chamber, yada yada yada. That should be your main focus if you don't have a good method of dealing with the Avatar project. If that doesn't work, go for facility leads. They are actually quite valuable, so if you already know that you do not have access to a facility, grab that facility lead well in advance, make sure that you do have it available, and when push comes to shove, you can always invade the facility even when before the doom clock fills up. You should never let the doom clock run down to 2 days. He essentially has wasted at least an entire month with the full doom clock not working on it. You can see he has left me with 0 intel. Another nugget, you could go to the black market. I've checked that already, and in the black market you could theoretically also buy facility leads. That is not the case. You can trust me, I've tried every avenue to legally save that save game file. Unfortunately, the creator has ignored the game offers for way too long, so that he has essentially maneuvered himself into that situation. That's unfortunate, but I think the game is not completely lost. What we're going to do is a little bit of a trickery. We're going to use a console, and typically I am not using those. I think the command was remove Fortress Doom, and we're going to take one off. So like I said, that is the only way to even get the campaign started. What you are going to see is, ta-da! There you go, we've cheated our way out of the Avatar project. Am I proud of that? Certainly not, but like I said, better saving a disaster campaign and at least having a series for YouTube than having no content at all. Feel free to leave your comment down below with a disapproval of that. I think this campaign still has a lot of learning potential. So let's take a look at what else is available. So he has definitely done a decent job in getting Outrider, so Elena Dragunova up to Colonel rank. The fact that she's a Colonel and everybody else is kind of sort of a meh rank tells me that he either has used her for covert ops runs and used her for promotions, or something else is off. But that alone, not a really smart move. Specialist is good. Please tell me that he has... Please tell me that it is a specialist that can heal. Okay, at least he listened to the right skills, so that's good. Okay, we got... What else do we have? We got a ranger. Fantastic. Looks a bit misskilled, but okay. I can work with that. Got a Templar over here. We have Fortress and 105 ability points, and that guy is not skilling Fortress. Holy shit, dude. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, let's invest a little bit in the Templar. Templars are good. We got Warden over here. Another Templar. Bladestorm Templar. Fantastic. Channel. Overcharge. And Amplify. Good. Decent. Let's check Dragonova. Shredder is good. He should have skilled Sting. That's a fantastic ability. Homing Mine is also good. Not sure why he did not skill Soul Harvest. Does he have a training center? Yes, indeed. Let's take another look at the abilities. Implaceable. Oh, Death from Above. Well, not too bad on a specialist. Grenadier. I think overall fine. You could argue to get Volatile Mix, but yeah, not 100% needed. Skirmisher here. I think Reflexes definitely would help. Sharpshooter is okay. Not sure why exactly you would skill Return Fire, buddy. That is not clever, but okay. And that's pretty much the team. Given all of the other things, I believe Death from Above here is warranted. And I don't know why he has not skilled Threat Assessment or Haywire Protocol, both of which are excellent abilities. So I'm putting the eggs a little bit into the basket of Slider here, the specialist. Then we do not have any bonds. Let's fix that real quick.
The new uniform isn't bad considering, but sometimes I do miss that damn sweater.
Okay, we got ourselves a bond with a Templar. I think that is not too bad. Both of them are making for a good team. Specialist and Templar, you can definitely work with that. Soldier bond here. Together with a Sharpshooter. That should work out well. And the other Templar plus a Grenadier might not be bad either. Okay, fair enough. We got the bonds going. Not sure why he didn't do that. They are just a positive. There's almost no negative unless you're, of course, losing a lot of people left and right. We got a few supplies here. And let's take a look at
Commander?
the items and what else. Before we go to the items,
It's creepy hearing the chosen
he actually has a problem with his build order. I have never seen someone clearing that much and essentially still not being able to afford anything. So first of all, nothing is building in the proving grounds. He doesn't even have an option to build something here. Only the Skulljack because he has 0 cores. So I would love to build a Spark for him and get that one going. Unfortunately, that's currently not working. Instead, let's use some extra energy. and try to get a couple of buildings going. So first of all, defense metrics would be helpful. But before we go to the nice fun part, let's do the absolute necessary items. We will need a communication, resistance comms.
Resistance communications
There we
facility
go.
construction initiated.
Okay, starts with the construction, fantastic. We're putting another engineer in there to get enough power. And what else could we use? Workshop, no. Laboratory, no, not at that point. Psi laboratory wouldn't be bad to get Psi operatives going, but I think for now we're going with the defense matrix.
Facility construction initiated.
We can free up one engineer here. That way I will protect him against being shut down later. So this is full protection. And we got ourselves one supply left, so really not much that I can do there. We have almost no time at our hand, which means I'll not fly to the black market and try to get some more supplies. The only thing that theoretically can be done is we could invade the chosen stronghold, but that, by the way, does not reduce the avatar progress. I've also thought about trying to invade that and hoping that we could skulljack something or that we could get a lucky hack. But there is no tower, nothing that we can hack. It's really just fighting the Chosen. And therefore that also was not a valid exit. We actually need to make contact here and try to go for the facility right there. Alright, very nice. Edgar Allan Poe as a ranger on a very difficult mission. Okay, so that would be interesting. A major ranger is a fantastic reward. Scientists, and I'm also, I need to think about, this is a hidden event, okay. This here is an event that gives a little bit armor to them. Not a big problem. 9 enemies though means that we're either going to run into an enemy ruler or the assassin right here. Okay. And then yeah, retaliation counter -2 weeks, actually not bad. The Stark event could give us a retaliation mission earlier, so it's really not a bad thing to happen. Let's go for 26 losts and try to kill everything here in order to get Edgar Allan Poe.
Setting course for Sector 9, Western United
The reason why we're still in the game is because we've reduced the Avatar project, so the first time that I've tried it and was just letting the clock run down because I was trying to see is there a mission that's popping up or anything. Answer, clearly no. By the way, apparently there were a couple of mods. Let me fix sort of the look of these guys. Okay, after a bit of customization, everything looks a bit cleaner, at least to my eyes. We got a ranger, we got a specialist, we got a grenadier. We take both of the Templars with us because we want to level them, and I also found that he had a spark ready to go. I would also want to level the sniper, but unfortunately that guy is currently still injured, too much so that we can't take him. We'll get another ranger afterwards, so that'll work fine. I could fix everybody's body with the exception of this invisible Templar. It is what it is, we're going to run with one of them. I could clearly see that the author of the save game has used every single item, built one of them, and then sort of tested it out, which tells me that he potentially just wanted to test the items. And yeah, fair enough. If you play through the first time, then things are not... You're learning. You're not perfect. Anyways, let's jump into the mission and see how well we can do. Fantastic. We just landed and we got a nice little team going. So the idea here will be to hopefully take no damage and of course get that container. We're only fighting against the Lost if I'm not mistaken, so there will be quite a few of those guys. We're using the spark to move ahead. And we are finding exactly no one. Alright, fair enough. Charging in. Mystic charges in. Ooh, look at that. Okay, cool.
Good to go.
The game teases us and wants us to explode that thing. Not yet sure whether or not that's the right call, to be honest.
Got it.
Let's use the scanning protocol just to see what we're dealing with. Alright, if I remember correctly, we just had like quite a few losts, and that was about it. We're moving up,
Position now.
and this will potentially deal 6 points of damage to all of them, but I'm not sure if we can deal enough damage to the canister.
Moving to position.
Which in return kind of forces us to try to do that. Still 6 damage. Alright, moving up. Not sure if we would actually kill all of them. Potentially not. Yeah, that would still not be enough. Any option for us? 6 to 7 points of damage. He is completely immune. So that's a 50-50 for him to destroy all of them. We're being spotted out. Of course. Not enough damage, but on the flip side, all of them should kind of hover around around the Templar. Good. How about we're overdriving? Yeah, that's not going to hurt the Templar. Thanks to Fortress. And one explosion, luckily enough, does not trigger more of them either. Spark is doing what a Spark's supposed to do. Patrol the area. At the same point, we are taking down more of the losts. Yep, that was unfortunate. Too bad that was a miss. We just skilled death from above, so might as well use the specialist here in order to score a couple of kills. As for the Templar, let's just move back so that we're taking exactly 0 hits. And we'll put a Bladestorm Templar in front of him. Overwatch, and we're going to be fine. Not surprisingly, the Chosen shows up. What are we dealing with this time? Immune to melee. Okay, well that sucks. 2 priests. No overwatch. Takes extra damage from being bewildered and hates the Reapers. Okay. Well, we can deal with that. She potentially will be spotted out, and we also have scanning protocol. Nope. Well, at least we got Bladestorm. Bladestorm, so good. So unbelievable good.
The end is coming.
Alright, we are starting to deal with all of those guys. They seem to be ill-placed. I'm pretty sure they are actually standing right next to us. Wonderful.
Enemy eliminated. Oh, yeah.
Let's reload. Alright, eventually she's going to kill them all. Fantastic. Alright, so that's 1 kill. Nice, we got a promotion out of it and some extra focus. That's good. Got even more focus over here. Fantastic.
The objective is waiting.
Good to go.
I am not sure
I'll lead the way.
if the other Templar can pick this one up. Well, they can. Fantastic.
I'm all over it.
Just a moment. Overwatch
Good.
protocol.
And we should be fine. The assassin sort of tries to hide. But gets spotted out right away. Fantastic. Alright, we can't fully reach her. Which is a bit of a disadvantage.
Heading out.
She could definitely reach us, though. Yeah, she's just a tiny bit too far away.
You cannot hope to ever attain the power of the elders, much less.
Let's conceal so that she does not know we're here.
Getting it done.
And this should prevent her from re-stealthing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Overwatch shots will not work against her. Might as well move up. The timer is stopped at the moment.
Heading to that location.
Because we are engaged with the Chosen. As long as you're engaged with the Chosen, the timer remains stopped.
Maintaining this area.
Reloading. Could put a pillar over here, just to make sure that she can't spot the Ranger out. Yeah, but I think we're going to be okay.
Set Overwatch priority.
Can't hit the Chosen. That's very unfortunate. Alright, 8 protocol.
As one of the elders chosen, I transcend your
Is she going to summon 2 priests?
Spotted the Chosen. Get ready to fight.
Not sure. Yeah, there we go. 2 priests. Okay, fair enough.
Optical system recalibrating.
Alright, she's trying Harbor Wave.
wash away your suffering.
Spark unit under fire.
Spark, of course, is fully resisted.
These mindless souls.
And now the party starts because all of the enemies are coming in. Fantastic. You gotta love the loss. They are great distraction and kind of a third faction in a battle. Just makes it more interesting. Nice. They just removed the cover from her.
Soldier down. Get him back up ASAP.
Alright, amplify. What can we amplify? Not worth to do that, but we could rent over here and take another turn. There we go. That's a nice little hit. We're going to revive.
Here, let me help you.
So, Revival Protocol is perfect to get rid of the disorientation. And before we're continuing with the Templar, let's move over here into full cover. And it's definitely time to deal with the Chosen. Nicely getting rid of all of her armor. Did I just see that we have the Between the Eyes mod? Did I really just see that? Alright, moving here. Let me just test something because I'm not sure if I truly saw that we had Between the Eyes. Not sure if we do. Not sure if we do have Between the Eyes. But I would like to have our Templars standing right next to the action. Throwing Axe. She's immune to it, but burning still triggers, and on top of it, it will count as a hit, and every single hit deals extra damage to her. Moving up. Let's get rid of a couple of the losts. Okay, time to deal with the assassin. That is very unfortunate.
Do you lack the courage of your convictions?
I will tear you apart.
Oh, I forgot she was melee immune. Should have not wasted that on her. Instead, we can move to here and take full cover, plus get that extra attack against the priest. Mimic Beacon is potentially the right call here. And whilst we're at it, let's use our teamwork to get an action over. That's not going to be a kill, unfortunately. Would start hitting him, and then the follow-up would be another hit. I think this one here is the cleaner play. Okay, down to 1 HP. And we already got parry going, so might as well use momentum in order to, not cluster up. The full cover here is a trap. I don't want any grenades to fly that way. Our positioning here isn't too bad. Unfortunately, we don't have Blade Storm. Could move ourselves here. That is flankable by the Chosen though. Yeah, we need to use the Mimic Beacon.
Seems doable.
Alright, not a perfect round, but okay. Chosen gets bewildered. There's the Blade Storm hit. Okay, at least none of them could attack. She retaliates. That is nasty.
I wouldn't have thought that an even lesser form of human could possibly exist.
Okay, that guy just got shit on.
An Advent priest will surely anger my brother. Just as easily as they fall before me, so too will they share your secrets, Commander.
Right, that's a solid heal.
Moving to position.
Moving over, revive, and then it's time to clean up all of the losts.
Understand your words.
Unfortunately, I think that disorientation prevents Bladestone from fully working.
Target eliminated. X-ray neutralized. Target neutralized. Draining ammo fast.
Boy, oh boy, that was a successful run. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alright, we know she's down there.
Set him up, knock him down. Rolling out.
Moving over here. And let's give her hell.
You will suffer for that.
Could go down here. She would be immune to melee, but I do have an idea how we can deal with that. Alright, reload. Time to deal with some of the losts.
Target destroyed.
Alright, that worked like a charm. 50-50 to get the guy. I don't think so. But then again, why not? Don't want to trigger more loss, so we're not going to use that. But we could actually try to hit it. Luckily for him, he dodged. That changes our plan a bit, because now we're just going to go in. That is sustenance, right? Yeah, of course. Alright, parry. Overwatch. And Overwatch.
Watch begins.
Aid protocol this time over to Crash, because potentially the Chosen will retaliate. She was able to move quite far away.
Let the Elder's will be done.
Too bad.
I fail in my
I was hoping we could get that guy down. I can already foresee now. Now we're going to see a stasis. Oh no, mind control. That is cute.
Kalu, I am torn away.
Yeah, can't do anything against the sword.
You will not suffer long. I move among the reeds.
That was a nasty move.
Wanderers are even worse off than the
Essentially isolated us and then
Target down.
moved away. Interesting to see that that works, because she was
there is nowhere.
disoriented first. All right. Let's hope Crash is not going to get abducted. That would be a horrible, horrible outcome of this mission. Can't reach her with a Templar. Alright, chosen information and an advanced loader. Alright, so I do have an idea. Overdrive. Well, it's going to be a bit of a Hail Mary play.
Tracking route to target.
Don't tell me he can't revive. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. Still got another plan. If I put a pillar up here, what should prevent us from getting hit? Moving a bit closer, and then let's put a nice little pillar right here. Full disclosure, I've never tried that, but it sounds like a dope idea. Immediately regained the focus and running over.
Do not fret, Commander. You train them well, but it is inevitable that they break under my...
Are you kidding me? I blocked her that well.
I fear you may never recover.
Okay. Well,
That took place here today, Commander.
The Chosen got
I'll give the Chosen this round.
they managed to extract is bound to help them find us again. Let's keep moving. Menace 1-5, we're not picking up further contacts near your position. Site is secure. Move on the
Damn it, by the way. Damn it. So many unfortunate circumstances. I mean, it was not cleanly played. I was too greedy. Should have really just clustered together and let her come again, instead of following up with one soldier. So that in itself was unfortunate. But then the mind control all over here onto the Bladestorm Templar. Holy shit, that was unfortunate.
If they keep this up, they'll eventually be able to find the Avenger.
That was the opposite of clean, but yeah. Give me some slack. I'm still warming up with this campaign. At least we got a win out of it, and we got a Ranger Major. Alright. I think we at least got a promotion out of it. Perfect Mystic here. Looks very promotable. Arcwave, yes please. And I think we're going for exchange as well, because that would have helped us in the last combat. Good. Advanced autoloader, 20 intel, which is good.
Hello, Commander.
And we got Edgar Alien Poe as a ranger. Very nice. So we're filling up your roster again. Advanced blade. Let's give him... I don't like the bolt caster. I don't know why you researched that. It's potentially the worst weapon in the entire game. Superior laser sight is fantastic. And superior autoloader is also fantastic. That in itself is a massive shotgun right here. Promotion for a soldier, Blade Master, definitely yes. Shadow Step, definitely yes. Then Run and Gun, definitely yes. And we're going for Blade Storm and Implacable, both of them optimally, if we can afford it. The guy also gets Untouchable. I'm not sure if we will give him aim. Training center, let's see. Edgar, what else do you need? Wow, Shredder on top of it. Holy moly. Alright, Implacable is super important. And then let's give him Shredder. That is a pretty nasty ranger, I'm not going to lie. He could be one of your new fantastic soldiers. So, color coding. And with the Serpent suit, he's also fast. Good, very good. Things are looking well. Let's finish our scanning in Australia. Nope, we don't need anything but scanning at this point. Making contact and then immediately jump into the next mission. If you wonder why haven't I just visited the black market, it doesn't matter how far you are away on the global map. The moment that you are flying somewhere, you eventually will trigger the same amount of flight time. Okay, we're going to do this here next. Extremely powerful alien is guarding it. Well, fantastic. That's exactly what we're looking for. And whom do we have available? I'd like to go in, so Ranger Specialist. Got a shaken soldier here, that is not good. Could move with Outrider, but that's a few days away. And if I put all of the lightly wounded and wounded soldiers into combat, that'll create more shaken soldiers plus more negatives for you going forward. I could go with a pack. I could also try to heal up and use the time to maybe sell something and purchase something at the black market. We have as much time as we need in order to fill that one blob here. That's all we got. So this here is still incredibly close. The moment that it fills, we immediately need to trigger and do the facility. I got superior scope, which isn't bad. None of that is helpful. Superior speed is fantastic, so scope and speed isn't bad. I like the superior speed, to be honest. But then again, we need the intel. Berserker corpses can sell all of that. We'll keep the sectored corpses because we need mine shields. You sort of messed that up when you were not having mine shields. A couple of purifiers can go. Okay. No one uses a nanoscale vest. It's really not that good. 240 supplies. Well, that is something I can work with. Let's see what we can build with it, just to make the team a bit more efficient and stronger. Mine shield, mine shield. And then we were running out of corpses. Okay, fair enough. No mimic beacons. Almost got enough blue screen rounds. I think we'll leave the 120 supplies for now.
Doctor. Must have been pretty cushy working with Advent, living in the colonies.
Nothing that we can
So
build
I
there.
had a change of heart.
Like most people, I wanted to believe that the aliens were legitimately
Anything that we can upgrade?
Although they left me little choice.
Oh yeah, here you have quite a bit that you can upgrade, but that's currently not worth the money.
The sense of normalcy they offered. It was a mistake.
Okay.
You should have known better. The aliens would never have come here if they wanted
And
peace.
As I said,
let's
it was a mistake. One I
heal.
hope to atone for through my efforts with Xcom.
Then I'd say you've got your work.
And from heal faster, we can immediately jump into essentially doing the facility. Good. Advent is now having extra armor. We knew that that was going to happen. Thanks to the faster healing.
Can never exceed their reach. Commander, we need to keep an eye out
Oh
for the
boy, we
chosen
also got
sabotage
some
attempts.
negative
We don't have any more time to lose.
traits because of the sabotage. But now we got Eltrana at Galleon Poe here, so, and then a Grenadier with Deep 6. Warhorse as an alternative, so 2 Grenadiers actually. Sharpshooter and a Spark. That is more than enough to get 2.
Do not wallow in
This facility here. But that, guys, is going to be what we're doing the next time. Thank you for your patience and going through... Oh, wow. Lost World. That is an interesting one. Thank you for your patience. We ran through the very first episode of the Saving Your Disaster campaign. We'll potentially need a couple more just to get it on the right track. I want to make sure that the author can actually finish the campaign correctly. And if you enjoy that sort of content, leave your comment down below. And if you ever run into a non-savable campaign, feel free to send it to me. I'm more than happy to take a look at it. And if it's good enough, it'll be featured. Thanks and have a good evening. Bye bye.